think that's about it. Am I looking good, guys? Clean shaven, looking pretty good. Hair needs some styling, but I'm looking pretty good for this vlog, don't you all agree? What is going on, guys? I'm just back from Gamescom. I took a brief hiatus from YouTube. Obviously, when I was there, it wasn't really possible to create content. I actually had content lined up, but for a reason I really can't go into in this vlog, I wasn't actually able to upload it. It was nothing to do with my editing, it was just an external issue. I'll just go ahead and say that the person that was part of the video didn't want me to upload it when I was there, so I wasn't actually able to have any content for you guys to go live. I tried to record some stuff, but it wasn't really feasible and it wasn't really good enough to bring good content to you guys at home. So first of all, I want to go into thanking a couple of people who made Gamescom possible, the people that allowed me to attend and get hands-on experience with Advanced Warfare. First of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Brian Kramer, who is part of the ESL team. I'm pretty sure he was one of the reasons that my team was selected, so massive shout out to him. Also all the other staff at ESL and the guys at Activision, Sledgehammer, Gamescom, the Gamescom staff themselves, all beautiful people. The security there, amazing. Thanks a lot, guys, for making Gamescom such an enjoyable experience. Now I'm going to go into a bit of Advanced Warfare and what I think of it after getting on a bit of hands-on. I really couldn't compare Advanced Warfare to any game you've ever touched in your entire life. It is completely different to anything, and you really cannot compare it to any other title. So first of all, I'd like to say it's probably the most fun games I've played out of the box. I was having continuous fun. The new movement mechanics are something that I feel are fresh and new and is needed in Call of Duty, and all the maps were specifically built for these new movement mechanics. If you put that into a current Call of Duty, like Ghosts, it just simply wouldn't work. That means that we potentially wouldn't be able to see the return of old maps on Advanced Warfare, which is the only negative I see of this, as they just simply wouldn't work with the new movement mechanics due to the size of the... I don't know, maybe if they edited them slightly and had sort of reworked versions, but the maps themselves just like put in like they have done in previous Call of Duties with like slight changes, that wouldn't be possible on Advanced Warfare. We've played a whole lot of Call of Duty in the last week, and from what I can see, I'll give you my ideas on the maps and game modes that we did play. So first of all, we started off on Ascend CTF. It was a very simple map and very easy to dictate spawns, very easy to watch spawns. The only real problem that we had with CTF at the event was it was wave spawn delay, and that is something that I'd imagine you'll be able to adjust through the in-game settings, and it will be adjusted for the esports rules that are implemented with the game upon release, as I'd imagine. Wave spawn delay, for those who don't know, means that you spawn in waves, so every 10 seconds that will be the start of the wave. So if you died maybe 8 seconds into the wave, you'd have a 2 respawn respawn delay, and then you spawn up as you'd be part of the new wave. You could die at the very start of the wave, so that means you would have a full 10-second respawn delay, which obviously means it's very inconsistent, as you can go from spawning in 10 seconds to spawning in 0 seconds, which in competitive play wouldn't really be possible, but like I said, it should be changed for the game's release. Then we smashed ourselves into some Riot Hardpoint. Very fun map, and from what I can see on the majority of hills, you could anchor it. I did think that the new movement mechanics made it very interesting. Not only did you have to watch certain doors on certain hardpoints, you also had to be wary of people coming in from the roof, which is interesting to see. I think that's something that a lot of people take well to. A new variable into the sort of movement of the Call of Duty franchise. I'm buzzing to see how you guys react when it actually comes out. For the vast majority, everyone was loving it, and I really do believe that will be the genuine consensus across the board. Next up, we played Sledgehammer's new game mode, which is called Uplink. It's nothing I could really compare to a FPS before. The best comparison I could give it is for Final Fantasy X lovers, Blitzball. You basically throw that ball into the portal. It reminded me a bit of that, and it really brought back the nostalgic times of playing Final Fantasy. I'm not entirely sure if that was any inspiration for it, but it was just a new game mode. It was kind of like football, but you're throwing the ball. I don't know. It's just completely new, and I'm really excited for its inclusion. And now I'll give you my opinions on it. So Uplink, from what I could see on the map that we actually played, I don't really think it could work for competitive. I did think there was a lot of flaws with it. The fact that you could throw the ball across the map into the portal was one of the major ones, as you'd imagine. And also the fact that there was no respawn delay means you could kill wave after wave of people, but they would continue to spawn on their flag and continue to stop you jumping in that point. So by the end of the week, we discovered the most consistent way of playing it was just throwing the ball into the thing. You may have got one less point for actually capturing it, but you were actually racking up way more points than the opposition if they were actually considering manually running it in every time. And another major problem I can see with that is eventually there's just going to be ball spots. People are going to be lining up with somebody and throwing that ball into the net across the map, and there's not really going to be any way of stopping it. There's not a continuous ball sign, so you're not going to be aware of when the ball was actually coming. So you can't, I mean, some people have suggested having a sort of goalkeeper role, but that really wouldn't be possible either, considering there's not literally a continuous point on the ball to allow someone to time it that way. They would just need to stand around it and hopefully wait for it to happen. It just is a very inconsistent way of playing the game. I think it would add a lot of randomness into it. I do think that you shouldn't be able to throw the ball very far. You should be able to throw it like from a little bit of a distance, but across the map you shouldn't be able to do that. I've seen some ridiculous throws of the ball, and really as soon as you got it anywhere near your portal, all you need to do was lob it, get it the hell away from your portal, and you'd be fine. And that's all I really wanted to touch on Advanced Warfare, guys. All I can really gauge from the game itself, just for the clips for you guys at home. Loved the game, much fun, such wow. It was incredible, and really, once again, thanks to all the guys who made it possible. And yeah, I really can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. Apart from that, just really wanted to say that we had a lot of good times in Gamescom, but the last night, it was pretty boring to say the least. I mean, yeah, it's pretty boring. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe to it, I really appreciate it. I'm getting consistent with this YouTube business. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the content along the way. I'm going to try and keep it more consistent, keep it good, improve my production, improve my content, and hopefully you guys enjoy the ride. I'll see you all later.